is up, everyone? Welcome to Uncage Your Lion. I am your host. I am your mentor, your coach, your friend, Sean Woodward. And I want to welcome you to the third episode of Uncage Your Lion. Today, we're going to focus on a piece of my philosophy that I have and something that I obviously was taught, and now I've developed that into my own philosophy. It's sewn into me and it's ingrained into me so deep, and I want to share it with you. I want to cover it with you in this episode because there's examples throughout life that I can use, even just recently, to really make this connection with you. It's a snowy day here in Connecticut. So if there's plows or anything like that, it's not like I have a studio or anything like that. So just, be on the lookout for that. I hope everybody stays safe. If you're in the north and you've gotten hit with some snow and some weather, stay safe out there. Make sure that you drive carefully if you do have to get out there and drive. So anyways, back to the episode. So my philosophy is winners focus on winning, losers focus on winners. And if you really take this philosophy and just let's pull it apart real quick. So winners focus on winning. What that means is that winners are focused on what they're doing. They're focused on their actions. It doesn't mean that they don't look outside, maybe for advice and coaching, or maybe there's a new innovation in their own industry. Maybe there's something that they can make an adaptation as far as to what they're doing. But winners focus on themselves. Ultimately, they focus on what they're doing, their own actions, the things they can change, the things that they can do. And that's where their focus is. They're focused on their driving factor. They don't look at the competition and say, oh, well, what's their results? Where are they at? They don't do that. They don't look over. I mean, there was this picture, and this is where it came from. What was it? Almost 5 years ago, during the Summer Olympics, Michael Phelps was swimming, and there was the guy that ended up finishing second. And there's a picture of Phelps just swimming, just straight ahead, and the guy that ended up finishing, I believe, second. You can see that while he's doing his own action, trying to win the race, he's looking over at Phelps, trying to figure out where he's at. And that's the piece that a lot of people get caught up in. They get caught up in the comparisons. They get caught up in, what's that guy doing, and just focusing on that person instead of focusing on themselves and focus on their own winning. And that's the other side of this philosophy, is that if you're focusing on the winner, the guy or the gal that's doing what you want to be or where you want to go, right? And that's where your entire focus is going, not on yourself, not on your own personal development, not looking for coaching or looking to somebody for mentorship. Beyond that, where your focus is, I'm going to focus on this winner, you are probably not going to win. I would have to say that you probably have a 99.99999% chance that you're going to lose. And the only reason why you still have a shot is because everybody's got a puncher shot, right? I mean, everybody's got a puncher shot, just one punch, right? I mean, it's that easy. So, but that's such a small, it's a 0.00001% chance that it actually will work out for you. So what you have to do is you have to focus on yourself. And I wanted to give you some examples in my own life that this is a constant battle. This isn't something, okay, I say it's a philosophy of mine, but it's something that I have to work at on a daily basis. If I'm not working on this daily, then I'm going to probably start drifting the other way, the way that I don't want to go, which is I'm going to start focusing on the winners in my industry and not focus on what I'm doing, what my team is doing, and how we need to push ourselves and get ourselves to the next level. So that's what you have to do. It's daily actions, daily. It's a struggle because you're going to catch yourself. So I'm going to give you some examples. So an example that I have had is, let's go with where my focus has gone at my job, right? When it comes to my career, I'm in the automotive industry, general sales manager. I've had some great success. Have had some learning moments, no doubt about it. But I have got this philosophy inside of me that I'm just going to focus on my people and growing and coaching my people to let them elevate their game. So then, therefore, I'm elevating my game because then they have to meet my standard, right? Raising the bar is something that I constantly repeat to my people. And this is something that's ingrained in them now. This is something that they're constantly just pushing. That's the reason why a lot of the people that work with me start to hit higher levels, is because it's a philosophy. It's ingrained. And an example is that we have gone in the last couple years from here to here, and we're still striving to get up to way up here, right off screen, right? Unimaginable, sorry, I can't speak, unimaginable results that, just a few years ago you would have thought was impossible. That's what we're striving to get to. We're not there yet, but we're at something where it was like, okay, they're making moves, right? The people are starting to, some of the losers are starting to focus on the winning, right? So we got that going for us, and it's the investment in the people. I just can't stress that enough. You leaders out there, you gotta invest in your people. That is where the keys of your success is. You can have the greatest process developed in the world, but if your people aren't there and they're not meeting the standards of performance that you have set for that, you'll never get there. So that's just a whole nother subject. But so over the course of a couple of years, that's all we focus on, though. We focus on, okay, where are we at? What do we got to do? What is our daily number? What do we got to hit? Where do we got to get this? Where do we got to dig in for this? We got to do this. And just hitting on all cylinders. That's focusing on winning. That's drawing the attention to there, not drawn to the attention. Okay, well, this dealership is number, their number. Let's say we were number 4. This dealership's number 3. What are they doing? Let's focus on them. What's their number? Where are they at again? What's going on? No, we got to focus on ourselves, and that's what we did. And I believe that that's a big piece of how we were able to now be number 2, right, in the state, is because we pushed ourselves to that level. And now we need to push ourselves even higher. And that's what we're going after. Now, that's an example of winners focusing on winning. Let me give you an example, personal example, of losers focusing on winners. So I have a morning routine. For the most part, depending on the day, because there's certain days I like to get an extra sleep cycle in, I generally get up at 4:30 in the morning. Over the weekend, on Sunday, we had some championship football games, right? I'm a big football fan, love my Niners, but obviously not in it. But I'm a fan in general. I love to watch football. It's my favorite sport. I watch it even if my team is not in it. I'll still, if it's not cutting into some of my other daily routines or what have you, I'll flip it on. I'll watch it for a little bit because I'm just a fan. I love football. So what happened is during the AFC Championship game, it was starting to get late. Now they're pushing these championship games to later times, and it started to cut into my routine, my evening routine, to be able to set up my morning routine, because I believe you have to have an evening routine to set up that morning routine. And I found myself staying up late just because, even though, let's face facts, sorry Buffalo fans, but Kansas City had this game in the bag pretty early in the fourth quarter. I should have just went to bed normal time, 9:30. Instead, I decided to stay up to watch Patrick Mahomes, because this is not what I said to myself, but this is the way I look at it now, to watch Patrick Mahomes get handed the trophy, to watch him win. Why? Why would I cut into my own winning, my own focus, the things that I know that are going to help me be successful? Why would I cut into that to watch somebody else win? And that's when losers focus on winners. That's when you start to lose your focus. That's when you start to lose the game. This is when you start to lose the traction, is when you start making sacrifices in the things that you know, the principles and the standards that you have set. This is when you start to lose your traction. It's when you start to lose the game. And you have to just recenter yourself. And this is something I noticed, because then I went to bed, got up instead of 4:30, got up at 5, still got to do my morning routine, but I lost 30 minutes. Why? To watch another guy get handed a trophy? Why would I do that? I'm not a Chiefs fan. I could understand if I had personal investment, money, apparel, and this and that. My team was the one that was winning, and because you do put in some type of work as a fan. But why? Why would I do that? Why would I sacrifice my own time, my own important time, to watch somebody else winning? So that's what you have to look at. You have to look at these two examples. And these are just two examples. I can go on and on about different examples throughout my whole life where I've done a little bit of this and I've done a little bit of that. It's just what you have to do is recognize when you are doing this, right? You're focusing on the winners as opposed to focusing on your own winning. Focusing on the winners, you have to start to say, okay, I got to, hang on. Sean, refocus and put yourself back into the mindset that you need to be able to be ultra successful. So listen, have a great day. I appreciate you guys having the time to be able to sit here with me, have this conversation. If you want more content like this, please visit our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube pages, as we have tons of videos as far as not just from Uncage or Lion, but also our daily motivational huddles that we used to do. And if you are looking for more information, such as looking for some mentoring and some coaching, please feel free to contact me directly at 860-922-3548. That's my personal cell phone number. That's 860-922-3548. And reach out, or you can certainly email at whyamalion@gmail.com, and I will get back to you, and we can certainly set up a session and be able to get you on the right foot if you're looking for some more information. So have a great day, and have a great rest of the week. And I'll see you guys next week. Thank you.
Here we go, making really